best video, I guess, but so we bought some off-brand lift kit for the midsize Ranger. Sold on eBay, on the Polaris forum on Facebook. See, that's what it is. So the guys sending people links to the MMA lift, use that for install instructions. So, gentleman from MMA actually sent us this lift for free. Yeah. The garage is a shithole right now. So this is the MMA 2.5-inch lift. And this is the off-brand. As you can see, it's not even round. This was on for maybe, I don't know, 50 miles. We're putting the plow setup on, so I don't want to run this shit having all that weight. I should have probably measured before I took it apart. I don't think I'm still going to get the same amount of lift out of the front running this 2.5-inch MMA. I guess we'll see. Ranger. Put the MMA lift on it. Much nicer quality. The springs actually sit how they should. Everything stays centered, doesn't wobble around. We have a 72-inch plow we're going to put on it for the winter. It's in there, pig. So we want everything right for the front suspension. Don't want to mess the springs up, anything like that. It sits somewhat level. Sit in the rear, we do have the EV springs. So now we're probably going to run 27s, maybe 28s. Come spring, who knows. Been taking a video, we had it up on the lift. While we had it up there, changed out those front mounts. We greased all the fittings, got ready for winter. You can see in there. But the springs sit on here now. It's solid. Before we had a lot of play down by this ring and up top. So maybe I lost a 1/4-inch lift. But if everything's correct in the front end, I mean, it's worth it. If we really have an issue, I'll change the springs out to heavier springs. But we kept the factory springs, of course. So maybe we'll put the factory rear springs back in, and I still have the correct rear lift from MMA versus the knockoff. I mean, there's like a $40 difference. Okay, maybe $60 difference, if that. But I mean, look at the difference in the mounts. These do not fit correctly. We've had them on. They sent us an updated version, which these are, and they're still shit. So you're going to spend the money, spend the extra 40, 60 bucks, where the hell it is, and get the MMA parts. I'll get a picture, video, something like that once we get the plow back on it this year. A lot of guys know slow moving signs. Where do you mount them? Where do you put them? This. It's literally wadded in the back seat. It doesn't go anywhere. No issues with it. Normally we don't have this rack on it. But I mean, if I wanted to, I could move this, put it out here, or mount it on a PVC mount. But this time of year we don't really go out riding. When the summertime, when the rack is off, wad the sign in, doesn't go anywhere. But so we're greased up, all the fittings. We're gonna use red and tacky, but that grease gun wanted to be a bitch. So we use the Lucas Heavy Duty, which I use in my tractor. So that's what we're gonna run this year and see how it works out. As for the winch controller, it's kind of cool. It's a Moto Alliance plow strap. So it just has a little bit of rope. The nice part with that is, before I could only run off here, can't really reach the windshield. So now I can take that controller off of here, or leave it up here, or use a key fob one. Come out, hook my plow up, and we're ready to go. So our winch controller was mounted up here. So all you have to do is splice into, there's 3 wires here. Splice into 2 out of 3 wires. And get your power, get your ground. Over your power and the ground over here. This is just a remote wire. See the remote wire hanging up and out of here. Yes, there's wire loom. Dielectric grease. But yeah, leave that hanging up there. And it runs from what, 100 feet away? But great little add-on. I had a link in the description for that. But definitely worth the money. Both remotes work just fine.